Good morning, everybody. So I wanted to talk to you guys about plagiocephaly because it is something that we see all the time in our office. And I just had a mom yesterday who was talking about, she came in with her little one and was like, oh, I think the head might start to becoming flat on one side. And so it's something we just talk about all the time, and we give a lot of advice or options that you guys can do at home. And that's really what a lot of moms want to know is like, what can I do at home to help and support the adjustments that we're doing in the office? And so I had to make a list because there is actually a lot of different things that you guys can do at home. So one of the things, if you're carrying the baby in a carrier, make sure that the baby not only turns to the side that they like, but also the opposite side. And make sure that you're going back and forth if they are in a carrier or if you're holding them. If they're to an age where you're carrying them on the hip a lot, change the hips. And I know that that can be really uncomfortable, but you got to be changing it up. The other thing is if you're giving a bottle, make sure that you're holding them and doing the bottle on opposite sides all the time as well. So if you have somebody who maybe their dominant arm is opposite of yours, switch up feedings, if it becomes a little bit too weird and uncomfortable. Lots of tummy time. This is so important. In tummy time, some babies will hate the tummy time, so really start slow if you want to do just for a minute, and then next time try and boost it up to a couple minutes. So just work your way up. The other thing that I tell a lot of moms is if you're laying on your back and baby's on your chest, that's tummy time. So if that makes tummy time more comfortable for baby, be doing a lot of that. Switch sides that you carry them on. The one thing that I do suggest a lot is if you have older children, use them to your advantage. So place the baby, if the baby's laying on their back, put the older children to where they have to turn their head to that restricted side, because they're going to want to turn their head in the direction that that they can see and hear their siblings playing. So if you don't have older siblings, you can put toys over there. You can put pets sometimes. If you've got dogs that like to hang around and whatnot, use the dogs to your advantage as well. And there's a few other things. So, when you're changing the baby on a changing table, you can always change which side the head is on. And that's going to be great because they're going to want to turn and look at you. So changing which side, the changing table, but also the crib, which side you're laying the baby down on, that can also help. So make sure that you're alternating that. Neck stretches at every diaper change, so just to make it so that it's more routine, and that might be a little reminder to you that when you're changing the baby's diaper, do a few neck stretches. And then also putting toys on the side of restriction on, say, strollers or car seats or any type of thing that you're using. Make sure that the toys are on the opposite side so that they have to turn to that restricted side as well. So those are some of the things that you can do to help. And obviously, moms, you can always interact with them from that restricted side as well so that they turn and to hear your voice, because they're always going to be attracted to mom's voice. So those are some things that you guys can do at home to support what we're doing in the office. The huge thing is that babies' brains, they actually double in size in that first year. So it's super important that we catch this early on and that we're doing these things at home really right from the beginning. So it can be home care to kind of correct the issue, but also to prevent it. So if you start doing this early on with babies, the better off that they will be in the end. So hopefully you guys found that informative and you got some information from it. So we'll see you again next time. Bye.